Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
Afternoon.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Mr. Witness, in which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Wolof.
What is your religion?
I'm a Muslim.
Your religion?
Islam.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Since you have opted to do your testimony in Wolof, can you wait for the Wolof interpreter? Whatever I say, the Wolof interpreter will translate that for you. Then you follow suit. Mr. Bojang?
Very well.
I, Omar B.J.
Touray,
do swear that I'll speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
No, you wait for the interpreter.
Sorry.
I'll speak the truth,
The
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Touray. Mr. Touray, I am speaking to you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Councilman, you may proceed.
Yes, thank you very much. Can you please tell the commission your name?
Man Omar B.J. Touray la tuda.
Omar B.J. Touray.
What is your address?
Banjul.
And you were the deputy mayor for Banjul City Council?
Deputy Mayor Banjul City Council.
Former deputy mayor, wow.
Former Deputy Mayor, yes.
You gave a statement to the investigators, an additional statement.
Danga joxe won statement bi ci investigators di ak additional statement.
Wow.
Yes.
What is the level of your education?
Nena sa jangam bi fal nga door ak 4M.
GDTI LM.
I graduated at GDTI.
Which course?
Ban course?
Construction.
Construction.
When was this?
Nena li kagn la won?
Around 99.
This was around 1999.
2000.
Please
2000.
Go through the witness statements.
Nena set us a witness statement.
After which you can tell us whether those were the statements were obtained from you.
Nena ci kaw soko sété nga dal lu ñu wax nda sa boss la wala det.
Wow.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Omar B.J. Touray, and the additional statement to evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 21st of September 2023 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/OBJT/001.
Ask the commission, please. Now, during your time as the deputy mayor, this was in 2016?
Nena jamono bi nga xamne boba nga nekkon deputy mayor 2016 no
18?
2018
18. Now, how long were you the deputy mayor?
Nena bi nga nekké deputy mayor ñaata at la won yaangi fofu?
Be 2022-3. Wow. 2018 be 5 years, 4 to 5 years. Wow.
4 to 5 years.
Are you still a councillor?
Nena bi legi nda councillor nga?
Did it.
No.
Now, as the deputy mayor, you were the head of the establishment committee.
Nena kome nekanga deputy mayor ya nekkon njiti
establishment
committee.
Wow.
Yes.
Do the establishment committee sit regularly?
Nena nda establishment committee bobu da ngeen dee toog waxtu bu nekk pour meeting.
Déedéet dafa depend si suñ amee lu ñu war a sit rek.
No, it depends. If we have an issue, normally that's the time we used to sit.
What are the issues that you will be addressing at the establishment committee during your time?
Nena jamono bi nga xam ne nekk nga foofu ban issue nga dee ngeen dee address si establishment committee bi.
waa lim ñi ñu war a jël pour ñu ñoo liggéey si Banjul.
waxal ci kaw.
pour ñu war a liggéey Banjul City Council.
The way we are to work in Banjul City Council.
wax si kaw mun naa wax.
Is that all?
Nena loolu rek la.
Establishment, wow.
Yes.
How about disciplinary matters, disciplinary issues of the staff?
Nena after the disciplinary staff si.
waaw loolu tamit waa establishment jërëjëf si fàttali.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, we do sit over such issues.
Have you had cause to sit over issues of disciplinary matters?
Nena nda musu ngeen a am jamono bi nga xam ne musu ngeen a toog si mbiri disciplinary matters.
waaw am na ay yoo xam ne mosoon naa xew waaw. pour staff si seen matters yi waaw.
Yes, it happens. There was a matter or an issue concerning the staffs. Yes, we did.
Please tell us about that incident.
Nga wax ñu leeral ñu boobu ban la woon ak kañ la woon.
yàgg na tuuti nag waaye yëpp am na yoo xam ne ñëwoon nañ si suñ committee bi.
Yes, it have been a while, but there is an issue which was brought before our committee.
What was the issue?
Nee na issue boobu lan la woon.
bu ma mun a fàttaleku benn time Abdoulaye Kor.
If I could be able to remember, there was a time one Abdoulaye Kor.
Go ahead.
dafa amoon issue boo xam ne within moom moo CEO bi la woon su ma juumut waaw.
If I am not mistaken, he had an issue between himself and the CEO.
What kind of issue?
Nee na ban façon issue la woon.
Because moom dafa foogoon dafa amoon issue ak moom si ay coow yi position yee seen position yee yooyu noonu mu ñëwoon si suñ establishment bi.
He had an issue between him and the CEO concerning about there was a disagreement or a row or any way you can call it between him and the CEO concerning about the position.
You have had issues of fraudulent transactions or suspicious fraudulent activities. These are normally featured in both internal and the external audit reports.
Nena mba mus nga yeg wala dega ay tapale yi nga xam ne dox nañ foofu yi nga xam ne dañ ko feeñaloon si internal ak external audit.
No, not mus nga dega. There are issues that will be featured in internal and external audit reports with respect to staffs involved in suspected fraudulent transactions.
Very well. Nena amna jamono yi nga xam ne amna tapale yi nga xam ne dox nañ foofu diggante liggéeykat yi nga xam ne ñoo fa nekkoon te tapale boobu dafa feeñoon si internal audit bi te external audit tamit dañ ko feeñal.
Were you handling these issues?
Nena nda issue yi tamit dañ ko issue on si seen committee bi.
déedéet.
No.
Why?
Nena lu tax.
xaw ma daal lu tax.
I have no idea why.
So you have never had the cause or the reason to look into the affairs of staff that were mishandling public funds?
Nena kon yéen mos leen a am jamono wala mos leen a gestu si ñoo xam ne liggéeykat lañ te dañ bokk a ñoo xam ne fonds yi day ñëw wala xaalis bu ñu dee ici dañ fa dee am ay laxasu yi nga xam ne dañ ko dee def foofu wala tapale.
waaw ñun ñaareel luñ dee gën a mitine mooy dañ dee am agenda.
Most of our meetings we used to have an agenda.
te ñaareel agenda bi yëpp CEO bi moo ko dee indi.
And agenda, all the agendas are brought by the CEO.
So you don't review these reports, these audit reports, to know some of the things that are happening because you just don't have the jurisdiction over employment, but as well staff disciplinary matters to see what you will refer or to the Local Government Service Commission for perhaps further redress.
Nena kon dafa melni yeen do len tay gestu ci auditors yi sen report bi internal ak external auditors yi sen report yi pour mëna xam ñoo xam ne liggéeykat lañ waaye seen mbir moom doy na waaru dañ dee bokk si tapale wala dañoo seen xaalis dee manqué. nee na doo leen dee gëstu loolu tamit.
loolu mënuma koo remember.
I cannot remember that.
Now, employment. What is the grade that you will focus on at the establishment committee in relation to employment?
nee na léegi yéen establishment committee soo leen di jël nit pour liggéey nee na ban fànn nga dee seet pour jël ko.
ñaareel grade 1 ba grade 5 boobu loolu la woon suñ doole boobu.
Our powers start from grade 1 to grade 5.
Do you handle all employment matters at the committee?
nee na kon si committee bi tamit da ngeen de defar loo xam ne mooy employment matters.
No, do you handle all the employment matters at the level of the committee for Banjul City Council?
nee na kon affaire employment matters yëpp da ngeen ko day am si committee bi loo xam ne concerne na si Banjul area City Council.
déedéet.
no.
What do you mean no?
nee na soo ne déedéet loo mën si loolu.
am na yoo xam ne si service commission bi la dee jógee.
Some of them are from the service commission.
Yes, but how about the CEO? Does he appoint without consulting the establishment committee?
nee na ndax CEO dafa am ñoo xam ne daf leen dee jël liggéey te fekk yëgalul leen yéen nga xam ne yéen a nekk committee bi.
mun naa am waaye man yëguma loolu man li ñëw suma committee loolu laa dee treat waaye mun naa am tamit.
It may happen, but not up to my knowledge. But normally, whatever is brought to our committee, that is what I normally treat. But for that, I can say.
You know Makumba Sane?
Xam nga ku ñëw Makumba Sane?
waaw xam naa ko.
Yes, I do.
He was employed?
nee na dañ ko jëloon foofu liggéey.
waaw.
Yes.
Did you work on his employment being the chairman of the establishment committee?
nee na ndaa yow comme nekk nga woon jiit si establishment committee nee na ndaa am nga woon loxo si employment bi wala pour jël ko liggéey.
waaw.
Yes.
Tell us about the employment of Makumba Sane.
nee na léegi pour nga wax ñu Makumba naka la jaaree wala naka lañ ko jëlee liggéey foofu.
waaw man li ma mun a xam si loolu mooy 2018 ñun ba ñoo ñëw council mun naa laa wax ne man maa mayor bi as deputy mayor.
What I can be able to say about him is about 2018 when we came there, as I was the deputy mayor, myself and the mayor.
ñun de ñëwaale woon ak Max mooy woon campaign manager mayor bi.
We came together with Max and he was the campaign manager for the mayor.
waaw déglu naa ko fi nag mu ne naka la tuwaate mu ngi wax moom ni ñu ko indee foofu.
I heard him when he was narrating or giving evidence hearing about how he became an employee of the council.
As advisor parce que ñun dañ fekkoon advisor position boobu tamit council mu available on.
As he said, he was there as an advisor because when we went there, we found that position was available.
Because CEO bi moom moo ñu daan advise technically about vacancy fa am ak ni council doon demee.
It was the CEO who were advising us about the vacancies there in councils.
Tomorrow CEO na Bachili la mean, Mustafa Bachili.
And when I say CEO, I mean Mustafa Bachili.
Max tamit suma sun time la ñëwoon door ñu def ko advisor to council.
And for Max too, he came during our time, we came together and he was appointed as an advisor to council.
Yeah.
Yes.
You discuss his appointment on contract at the level of the committee, the establishment committee.
The mom establishing committee bi ngeen koy jël li ngeen waxtaan ak moom mooy nda mbiri contract.
Wow.
Yes.
Were you present?
Nee na fekkee nga woon waxtaan boobu.
If Max moom fekkee naa ko waaw.
Yes, for that of Max I was present. Yes.
Fekkee naa yooyu waaw.
Yes, I was present.
Because loolu early days la moom ben just duga see moom.
Yes, this was in the early days when we first came to council.
Now, how did you negotiate the consultations that were given to Max? Did you guys review his qualifications?
Nena bi ngeen naka ngeen doxalee mbiram bi consultation yi nga xam ne bu Max bi su fekkee ne time yi nga xam ne ñëw na ndax da ngeen review loon pour seet mbiram.
Loolu moom laa wax ni seetuñ loolu, to be honest.
That is what I am trying to say. We never checked that, to be honest.
Because ñun CEO moo ñu doon advice naka la ñoo def.
Because we are always advised by the CEO the way we are to go ahead.
So Max's appointment was not based on qualification.
Nena kon mbiri Max moom jël ko liggéey bokkutoon wala based on si qualification yi nga xam ne yooyu la war a am.
to be honest.
That is true, to be honest.
It was purely based on the fact that he was the head or the campaign manager of the mayor and the mayoress, and therefore he had to be given a place.
Nena kon mom sabab bi pour wax ne sababu tax mu ñew liggéey bi moy musna neka wala mo nekkon campaign manager bi ni li mo taxone ñu dal di ko ici pour ñu jox ko liggéey fofu.
Lolu degala.
That is true.
And this is the decision of the mayoress.
Nena telli halat mayoress la.
Muna nek halati mayor waye lima muna xam moy ne ñew na ci establishment bi jël nañ ko without qualification.
Yes, it might be her own decision, but all I know is that he came and passed through the establishment committee and he was employed without qualification.
Hadn't
the mayor came, she might tell us that it's her decision, but we just see her papers on the table. The reason why I say that because Max may come and say this is his own decision, not that of the mayor, but they are of the same team.
Because Max decline.
Max can be able to, or he would be the very person to declare.
You were elected.
Election.
So you came in lawfully. You came in lawfully.
Wow.
Yes.
How many of your campaign team were not elected as you were and were employed in the when you guys came in 2018?
Nena ñata ci sa campaign team ñoo amne ñoo fa nekkon be paré elect len waye liggéey nañ bi nga amne ñew ngeen ci council bi pour liggéey.
Man nak ki mo mëna remember moy Max because ñeneen no Max la mëna wax daal ba sam. Na su fekkee yow tamit amna ko xamne li mu nga ma laaj ma tontu. Max daal mëna remember.
All I can remember is only Max. It's possible if you can be able to remember one of them. If you ask me, then I can be able to answer. But the one I remember is Max.
Pa Modou Ndaw?
Nena ku ñëwa Pa Modou Ndaw.
Pa Modou Ndaw mom B.C.C la doon liggéey before sa ñun ñu ñëw council.
For Pa Modou Ndaw, he was working at the B.C.C long before we came to council.
Mustafa Ebi Sarr?
Nena Mustafa Ebi Sarr.
Moy Aj. Wow. Wow.
Yes. How do you call him? Arch?
No, sorry. No, it's okay.
No, it's okay for you.
Mustafa Sarr.
Mustafa Sarr.
No, it's also okay if you know the name that he's known for. It will only aid the commissioners to know exactly who we are referring to.
Nena su fekkee ne xam nga tamit nickname am bi su fekkee ne am na nickname bi nga xam ne boobu moo jëna kii nga wax ko ñu nga gis ne commission tamit dina yëg ne soo ne kii comme ni nga waxee affaire Max.
There is something wrong in that.
jërëjëf.
Yes, nena loolu dara yaaxut foofu.
Yes, so
thank you.
Mustafa Ebi Sarr, he was appointed by you people or before?
Nena Mustafa Ebi Sarr yéena ko employé wala da ngeen ko fekka foofu?
I suñ time tam liggéey na B.C.C su fekkoon liggéey na before sa xaw ma ko woon waaye suñ time liggéey na B.C.C waaw.
All I can tell is that our time, this was the time he worked with the B.C.C. I cannot tell exactly whether he have been to B.C.C before our time. That is not clear to me.
Binta Conte, the mayor's personal secretary?
Nena Binta Conte, ki nga xam ne mooy secretary mayor bi, personal secretary.
Binta waaw mu ngi fa waaye man xaw ma woon Binta to be honest bi ñoo def campaign xaw ma woon Binta.
Yes, Binta is there, but I don't know Binta. When was the time when we were doing the campaign? At that time I did not know who is Binta.
Did you appoint the establishment committee? Did they appoint Binta?
Nanda establishment committee ñoo appoint Binta.
Wow.
Yes.
The grade that she was given is 7.1. That would be beyond the category of the grades that you have the power to appoint.
Anyway,
nena grade bu am moy 7.1 nena bobu nek na bo xamne dole grade bo xamne nek na grade bu kaw bi nga xamne bobu so
mun na joom ci li mo la wax ne grade living be 7 grade 1 be 5.
It might be a mistake when I say that the people we employed is from grade 1 to 5.
So fekkoon gisoon na document ci jaaroon na establishment ne ñun ñoo def li waaye xam naa ne Binta suñ time la ñëw.
If at all I have seen the documents to know exactly the grade we appointed, again I can tell you exactly. But for me, I'm so that Binta came during our time.
Yes,
because
7.1 is above your grade as the assembly committee.
Because
Yes.
Yagana to the way Hamna Binta soon time lenyo. Wow.
I know that Binta came during our time.
7.1 is above your grade.
Yeah.
Nena 7.1 bobu open as a grade.
There was a time that it was 3, there was a time it was 5, but 7.1 is above.
Nena amna chawana bigam ne mugu 3 5 why 7.1 bobu mo kawe mo neka ci kaw.
Le yang mo buga won legi Binta lol la neka o ñun non lañ ko appointé.
Is it, I want to be clear, is it that you want to tell me that is how she is now or that is the way she was appointed?
That's the appointment.
That's a little more appointment.
Dañ ko jël. Yes.
The time she was appointed, yes. Muna time we ko ndi jël.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, Ramata Job,
Nena xam nga Ramata Job.
Ramata Job ban department la neka.
Which department?
I remember.
Ramata Job is trade license collector.
Nena trade license collector.
Mun na neka why remember more that name, to be honest.
It may be possible, but I don't remember that name.
Do you have an establishment file?
Nena am nga establishment file.
I'm on the establishment files.
We do have establishment file.
So for the period you were there as a deputy mayor, we'll make an application that you go back to B.C.C and get the establishment file for that period and the appointments therein during the time that you were the chairman.
Nena legi jamono bi nga xam ne saaf nga foofu deputy mayor bi nga nekkee foofu ba nga génn nena jamono boobu suñ la laajtee pour nga isi ñu file bi ak ñoo xam ne seen employment bi nena ndaa mën nga ko def.
Well, dama daan am copy.
Yes, I do have copies.
Will you be able to produce this?
Nena mbaa mën nga ko binda.
Nda? Okay, okay.
Nena ndaa mën nga ko isi.
For my demand B.C.C.
I have to go back to B.C.C.
Yes.
Yes.
Honorable Chairperson, we apply that an order be passed on to the Chief Executive Officer at Banjul City Council to produce the establishment file from 2018 to 2023.
This is my order. Upon application by council, the CEO of Banjul City Council is herewith ordered to avail the witness, Mr. Omar B.J. Touray, the establishment file for the period 2018 to 2023. I make no further orders. And this, sorry, before I make this, let me take it again. Upon application by council, the CEO of Banjul City Council is herewith ordered to avail the witness, Mr. Omar B.J. Touray, the establishment file for the period 2018 to 2023. And this should be produced to the Commission on or before the 10th of May 2025. I make no further orders.
As the Commission places. Now, this is the only committee you were a member of?
Nena committee bi rek nga bokka.
bilaron chia wow.
Yes, this was the committee I
Committee
chaired.
subari member la for one.
But I became a member of some of the,
committee si ne kon si council bi member la for one. Why be ma ko don chia?
all the committees in the council. I was a member therein. Only this one I was the chair.
We have the former mayor's vehicle that was a subject of an auction. Do you recall this?
Then a former mayor before nekon nena moto ambi dafa amon jamana nga xamne dañ ko ndi wanter fofu wala auction nena nda yeg nga won li.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a V8.
In a V8.
What is the make of the vehicle?
Then a motor bobu bat mark la won.
You used it before.
Wow.
Nena daf ko dawalon.
You
Pajero or Prado, whatever. Why use now V8 la when I can fully.
I used the vehicle, whether it was a Pajero or a Prado, but I used the vehicle.
Yaga tuti why
This was
hamna lingawa. Yep. Use na ko.
I know exactly what you are saying. This was a long time, but I used the vehicle.
it had problems?
Then a motor with a family am problem.
Lima hamsi moto bobu moy be mayor bi ame moto bo S.
What I know about that vehicle was that when the mayor had a new vehicle,
moto bobu man len ko joxone.
that vehicle was given to me.
Bobu moy moto bu former mayor bi ame won suma pa laiba.
This was the vehicle that the former mayor Laiba was having.
Ben mako joxe
When it was given to me,
moto bi sa danam issue anyway mo be ko mayor ame lima jotona xam.
and after all, I later know that when the vehicle was with the former mayor, it used to have issues.
Ñu jox mako
It was given to me,
muy am the same issues.
and it used to have the same issues repeatedly.
Be pare ma gisone dan jël fuel bu bari tamit.
And I realized that it was consuming a lot of fuel.
Sila ko delo council bi.
That was the time I returned the vehicle to council.
Through to the CEO ne ko dal man definitely moto bi mu ngi am problems te fuel bi mo jël tamit suma conscience may mo may ko dawal.
Through the CEO, and I informed him that this vehicle used to have problems and the fuel it consumes is very much, so I cannot be able to control the vehicle.
So what was the problem?
Apart
from
lan mo nekon problem?
the fact that it consumed a lot of
Lolu mécanique si ñoko mëna diagnose man xawma won lu bari parce que daf ma daan jo issues suma driver bi dafa complain all the time. So sila ko te lima la wax ni sa dama ko defon in writing de.
I cannot tell exactly what was the problem of the vehicle. It's only the mechanics who can be able to tell exactly. My driver used to complain to me a lot about the vehicle. I wrote to them
consume fuel bu bari.
that it used to consume a lot of fuel.
So sila ko delo won council.
That was the time, as I said, I returned it back to council.
Now, you don't know what the problem was.
Nena kon yow yegulo won lan moy problème moto bi sax.
Yalla xamna lolu.
Yes, God knows.
Have you ever got stuck in traffic?
Nena nda mus nga pan ci traffic?
Man wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And what was the problem?
Nena boba pan lan mo nekon problème?
Mom la wax mënuma xam lanay problème bi because duma mécanique because su xewé rek suñ mécanique yi lañ dé ko ñu ñew am nga génné ko dépanner ko yóbbu ko.
That is what I have said because I have no idea about the vehicle. I'm not a mechanic. So whenever it has stopped, then what I normally do, I call the mechanic for them to come and take the car and repair it.
Now, you returned the vehicle, but we don't know exactly what the problem was. You have used it for some time. It was at some point the subject of an auction. So did you take part in that?
Nena legi da nga delo won moto bi te be pare wax nga ne yegulo wala xamulo exactly lan moy problème am bi nena moto bi dañ ko mujjé wante nena nda boka nga won suñu ko bëgg jënd.
Waaw man lima la wax le rek xëñ na soo ne am nga document boo xam ne gis nga ne participer naa si because man to be honest kon lima la ko waaye committee su bari laa bokkoon waaye pour ne dama participer toon si auction moto boobu fàttale ko ma ko to be honest.
No, maybe you might see a document that involves me, but as I said, I was a member of several committees therein. But for me personally, to have interest on the vehicle during the auction, no, I cannot remember that.
Was there an auction in the first place?
Nena why na auction am na fofu?
Man loolu lañ wax ne.
Yes,
nañ ko.
that is
am na ku ko jënd waaw.
What I was informed that somebody bought it.
But you were not aware of any auction?
Nena why yow sa bopa yegulo ben wanter wala auction bu fu xewon.
waaw because man xam naa ne def nañ seen process ba pare am na ku ko jëloon within the council.
I know they did their process and somebody took the vehicle within council.
If there was an auction, you would know.
Nee na su fekkee ne wanteer moo fa nekkoon wala auction moo fa nekkoon kon war nga ko yëg te da nga ko yëg.
Wow.
Yes.
So there was no auction.
Nee na kon wanteer xewtoon foofu.
mun naa am remember ma ko waaye xam naa ne si loxo bi mujjee sax xam naa loolu waaye xaw ma nag amoon na process boobu noonu tamit mënuma fàttale ko to be honest.
No, I cannot remember. I know where the vehicle, who last handled the vehicle, but I cannot tell any process concerning that auction.
That's why I said if there was one, you would have known. If there was an auction, because the public.
Nee na lii moo tax mu ne la su fekkee ne auction xew na woon da nga ko ndi yëg parce que dafa nekk loo xam ne yëfi mbooloo la.
mun naa nekk.
Yes, it may be possible.
Were you in the position to know if there was an auction or not as a deputy mayor?
Nee na comme nekk nga woon deputy mayor su fekkee ne dëgg la auction bi dafa xewoon foofu ndax yow da nga war a nekk nga ko xam ne war ngaa yëg wala war loo yëg.
war naa ko war a mun a yëg.
Yes, I could be able to.
And so because you don't know, so there was no auction.
Nee na comme léegi yëguloo kon mooy dara auction am ton.
mun naa nekk.
Yes, it may be possible.
No, do you agree?
Nee na nangu nga wala nanguloo.
waaw because council dafa bari activities yoo xam ne to be honest bari na ba pare man yëguma du ma dee xam
Yeah, there are certain activities. They have many activities at council, some of which I never be aware of.
You were at the top, you were the pinnacle, you were the deputy mayor.
Nee na yow da nga kawe mbir mi sa place dafa kawe parce que yow yaa nekk ko xam ne deputy mayor nga.
These are assets of council.
Nee na te lii ay bagage council la.
It's not even an asset that you do not know about its existence.
Nee na ne su fekkee ne bagage bi nga xam ne xamuloo ko woon.
It's a vehicle that you even used.
Nee na waaye nekk naa moto bi nga xam ne yow sa bopp sax da nga ko amee woon di ko dawal.
You returned.
Nga delloo ko.
You document. You put it in writing, even though we don't see, but we trust that you put it in writing.
Nee na te gom nañ suñ ko gisut sax waaye gom nañ ne binde nga bi nga woon di delloo moto bi.
And so therefore, you were in a position to know, and since you do not know, there was no auction. That's
Nee
the
na
issue.
kon dafa war pour yow sa bopp nga yëg ko léegi soo ko yëgut wala xamuloo ko dafa mel ni loolu sax xewtoon foofu. dëgg la excuse me, that is true.
Do you know whether the amount that was paid for the vehicle, because you end up knowing that it is bought by someone who works in the council? Do you know now the amount that was paid for and whether the amount was paid in the council coffers?
Nee na léegi comme yow sa boppa wax nga ne da nga mujjee xam kan moo jëndoon moto bi te si biir council la woon. Nee na mbaa xam nga njëgi bi mu ko jëndoon ak xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu la jëndoon moto bi ndax dafa duggoon si council wala déet.
déedéet.
No.
Okay. Fatou Sira Cissé bought the vehicle, correct?
Nee na ku ñuy wax Fatou Sira Cissé moo jëndoon moto bi.
waaw.
Yes.
Who is Fatou Sira Cissé?
Nee na kooku mooy kan suñu ne Fatou Sira Cissé.
yàlla ko yàlla yërëm suma secrétaire la woon. Fatou Cissé waaw.
She is late.
dafa gaañu waaw.
She is late. May God forgive her. She was my secretary.
Yes, she was your personal secretary as deputy mayor.
Personal secretary, we can go deputy mayor.
Wow.
Yes.
And so it kind of reaffirms what we were discussing, that it was so close that you could have found out how much was paid and whether it followed due process.
Nena kon mom pour mom nit mun na wax ne mun nga nekk parce que ko xam ne daf la jegeñ si yow si saroon la nekk nda mun nga xam ñaata la ko jëndoon ak moto bi xaalis bu mu ko jëndoon nda si council bi la de wala déet.
Or were you the one who organized it?
Nena wala da yow sa boppa yaa organisation mbir bi.
yàlla xam na ne organise suma ko ba pare xaw ma ñaata la woon.
God knows I never organized and I don't know how much was it.
And you did not find out?
Nena te talloo tamit pour mun a xam ñaata la wala naka la.
waaw.
Yes.
parce que munoon naa nekk loo xam ne sax bindoon nañ ma ko ñu def ko suma indi ko suma taabula yooyu waaye xaw ma woon ñaata la, to be honest.
Hadn't it was written and it was brought to my table, for that I will know, but definitely God knows I don't know nothing about it.
Should you have asked?
Nena dafa waroon pour nga laajte.
When you say had with the vehicle?
Bi nga ko gisee ak moto bi.
waaw waroon naa mun a laajte.
Yes, I should have asked.
Why did you not ask?
Nena lu tax ña laajte loo.
xaw ma daal xaw ma xëy na laaj naa ko sax dama fàtte, to be honest, waaye I'm not sure.
I don't know. It might happen that I even ask her and I forget. I'm not very sure.
Did you ask?
Nena da nga ko laajte.
No.
No.
Why?
Nena lu tax.
anyway how much.
I have no idea why.
Was it because she was your secretary at the time?
Nena jamana bo mu ngi nekkon sa secretary.
Wow.
No, was it because she is your secretary?
Nena lu taxone moy nda mu ngi saron sa secretary la li mo taxone wala?
Bayuma hell all day, to be honest, council.
I cannot remember that, council, honestly.
If you had seen the same vehicle bought by somebody else that you're not close to, you would really find out as deputy mayor.
Nena moto bi nga amne xamé nga ko te amé nga ko won soko gisé tamit kenen amé ko te ci saron la nekk nena dafa war pour nga laaj.
No. If it was someone else not close to him, not being the personal secretary, if it was someone else, you would have found out, try to find out, because it's council's assets.
Very well. Nena because li nekk na bagage council. So su fekkee ne ku ko jëndoon nekkutoon sa secretary wala jege ñut la dafa la sori. Nena dafa war nga laajte pour mun a xam.
Not moom mu nekk suma secretary sa loolu moom lu ma waroon a def la.
Yes, it's because of not she was my secretary. Definitely this was a duty that I was supposed to do.
Not ci télé lay waxee sa waaye dama waat te man ñi ma waxal waa Banjul xam nañ ne duguma si lu leneen.
I'm speaking publicly in the TV, and the people of Banjul, they know that what I'm speaking the truth. I'm not saying something that does not happen.
Because du benn du ñaar.
It's not once or twice.
Lijantina yeneen yoo xam ne sama waaw, to be honest.
I did something or other things that you know is better than this.
Thank you.
On the appointments, you said on the issue of the appointment of Makumba Sane, Aissatou Njai, as mayor's secretary, Pamodu Ndao, Margaret B. Samba, as mayor's protocol officer, Binta Conte. It was done by the establishment committee and appointment under my leadership. However, for the position of the above mentioned staff, I was not aware of any advertisement concerning their positions. You had said that these people I named.
Nena li sa wax la de sa kaddu la nena nit ñi nga xam ne ñooñu la limal fi léegi nii.
Makumba Sane.
Mooy Makumba Sane.
Aissatou Njai. Pamodu Ndao. Margaret B. Samba. That's the mayor's protocol officer.
Mooy mayor's protocol officer.
Binta Conte. That this was done by the establishment committee.
Wax nga ne ñi seen liggéey jël liggéey bi establishment committee bi ñoo ko def.
But these positions were not advertised.
Nena waaye seen position bi advertise suñ ko.
Dëgg la.
Yes, that is true.
Why is that?
Nena lu tax.
Kon ni ma la ko jikkoon a wax rek ñun dañ ñoo ees.
As I said to you earlier on, when we
lu ñoo def dañ dee laaj CEO bi.
Whatever we used to ask the CEO.
Waaw dañ dee laaj CEO bi moo jox ñu advice.
Then from there he used to advise us.
Waaw waaye ñi nga tuddan yëpp.
By all the people you named after.
Loolu de waaw lu ma fekkee la moom.
That is in my present.
Especially bu Maguette bu kii bi Max bi.
Especially that of Max.
ñeneen ñëpp after leen ñëw join si ak père yooyu waaw. ma ne later la ñu ñeneen ñi join si waaye bu Max bi moom loolu moom.
We later joined, but that of Max, yes, I was present.
So, why these names? Well, you were in the team. You did not know at the time that there should have been an advertisement.
Nena jamono bobu kon da nga bëgg wax ne yégulo won ne advertise dafa war pour ñu advertise ko.
Déedéet.
No.
Yeah, have you ever applied for a job?
Nena liggéey bi ndaw yow da nga ko apply on.
So have you ever applied for a job?
Nena mus nga apply liggéey.
Man waaw.
Yes.
You know, it's good practice to advertise for jobs.
Nena xam nga ne bobu yoon bu war la bi pour nga apply pour liggéey.
Waaw mooy li ma la wax rek dama ko dañ ko refer waat si CEO bi rek.
As I said, I will do refer it to the CEO.
Is it a good practice to advertise jobs, especially in the public service?
Nena si public service nda dafa war pour ngay advertise job moy position vacancy.
Tey ni suma delluwaatoon si position bu mel noonu loolu lay def advertise lay def.
For today, if I go back to my position, that is exactly what I'm going to do.
But I'm not any responsibility about na loolu lay def dama advertise. Loolu correct.
That is the correct way. If I have any responsibility, I will advertise the position.
Why is it correct to advertise?
Nena lo tax mu war pour nga advertise.
Pour ñu jox opportunity ñu bari.
For the people or to the opportunity to be given to many people.
So before go ahead.
Du jox ñu bari opportunity rek foofu tamit nga amee quality sax.
For you to give opportunity to many people, that is the best place where you can be able to have
quality.
Quality.
Good. Very, very good. Interpret that.
Very good. Nena lolu bana.
So in 2018, you did not know that there should have been an opportunity for others to look for the best?
Nena kon si jamano bobu moy 2018 bobu yegulo won ne lolu opportunity la pour nga advertise position pour ñu bari
you
mëna
did
bok.
not know that it is important to advertise so as to give opportunity to others as well and to get the best.
Nena kon jamano bobu 2018 dafa melni yegulo won ne lolu dafa am fayda pour nga mëna advertise position pour nga xamne ñu bari mëna jëriño té nga mëna am tamit the best as you said quality.
Waaw degala.
That is true.
What is true?
Nena so na degala lan moy dega?
Moy ne advertisement bi nga wax ne loolu lañu warona def due process bi de advertise pour kon ni ma ko waxe ñu am quality.
That is the due process to advertise the position so that we can be able to attract many and have the quality.
My point is,
Nena mom fu moy joxoñ moy
in 2018,
joge ati 2018
you guys came in as elected public officials.
Nena jamano bobu ngeen ñewon fofu te deng len electon pour ñu nekka ngeen ñew fofu nekka public officers.
You must have campaigned.
Nena da ngeen amone campagne.
Naturally.
Degala.
Yes, true.
You will sell your ideas to the electorate.
Nena boba da nga gis ne da nga wax li nga xamne lolu moy sa ene wala sa idea li nga xam ci electorate si. Electorate.
Correct?
Nena lolu deug la.
Degala.
Yes.
One of the things that every politician will talk about,
Nena lepp li nga xamne politician yi lañ ko wax wala war nañ ko wax.
that they talk about,
Li ñoy wax always da nga xamne toujours dañ ko wax.
is that there should be equal opportunity
Moy da nga gis ne equal opportunity war na am
in public affairs.
ci public affairs.
So everyone knows that opportunity, having a free level, a level playing field is important.
Nena ku nekk xam na ne opportunity pour nga gis ne mbir mi yëpp mu am si nit ñi nena loolu war na loo xam ne dafa nekk lu am fayda.
Degala.
That is true.
That you, Omar B. Touray,
Nena yow Omar B. Touray,
you need the opportunity, equal opportunity to contest elections, and if the people want you, that they will vote for you.
nena am nga benn yëpp boo xam ngeen opportunity bi nga xam ne soo bëggee place nga taxaw nit ñi suñ la bëggee ñu elect la.
Degala.
That is true.
That you, Omar B. Touray,
Nena yow Omar B. Touray,
being a Gambian
te nekk nga Gambian
and a Banjulian,
te Banjul nga waa Banjul nga.
that you will have the opportunity to vie for the position of a mayor if you want to.
Nena am nga jot wala am nga opportunity pour nga taxaw position mayor soo ko bëggee.
Degala.
Yes, that's true.
And for all other opportunities that Banjul has to offer.
The opportunity nga xam ne lépp opportunity nga xam ne waa Banjul yi soxla nañ ko war a Banjul dañu ko war a joxe.
Degala.
That is true.
So when you were appointed,
nee na bu ñu la jëlee
you were appointed based on opportunity that was given to you by the people.
nee na da nga gis ne opportunity bi nga xam ne nit ñi ñoo la ko jox opportunity boobu lañ la jëli liggéey bi.
Degala.
nee na du dëgg.
So when you were appointed,
nee na bu ñu la jëlee
you should also accord the same opportunity to the people of Banjul.
nee na yow opportunity bi nga xam ne jox nañ la ko waa Banjul ne jox nañ la ko yow tamit da nga war a def sa kattan nga delloo opportunity boobu si waa Banjul yi.
For these positions.
pour position yi nii.
Is that not the case?
nee na ndaa mbir mi du noonu.
Degala.
That is true.
So the idea that you people decided to bring your own people,
nee na waaye xalaat bi nga xam ne yéen am ngeen ko mooy pour ici seen nit ñi nga xam ne yéen seen nit ñi la.
was not because you did not know
nee na nekkutoon ne xamu leen.
that you have to give equal opportunity to people.
nee da ngeen war a joxe equal opportunity si nit ñi.
But it's a way of what we call, excuse me, Chair, Delo Jukal, giving back to the people that were with you through the journey.
nee na waaye di lu ñoo wax fii mooy olof lu ñoo wax delloo njukkal nee na lii yëpp moo tax.
It can be a mistake. It can be a mistake.
nee na mun na nekk mistake.
It can be that you did it without realizing the consequences.
nee na tamit mun naa taa def nga ko te yëguloo lu fa nekk texe bu fa nekk.
But the truth is,
nee na waaye dëgg mooy.
it was a matter of giving back
nee na waaye soo ko seetee lu mu la wax rek mooy.
to the people that you are with in the same team.
pour nga delloo jox leen nit ñi nga xam ne ñoo la jàppale wala yéen a bokkoon mbir.
Is that not true?
nee na mbaa du dëgg.
jërëjëf degala.
That is true. Thank you.
li ma ci bëgg a wax rek mooy.
What I want to elaborate is that.
wax nga ne dañ war a joxe opportunity loolu wax naa la ko si njëlbeen.
That you said we need to give opportunity, but I have said that earlier on.
All the time yaakaar bi ñu amoon rek te du.
The expectation we have.
mooy ne ñun ñoo bokk groupe bi.
that we are of the same group.
ne suñ leen indee on board dinañ dimbale wante.
When we brought them on board, we will assist one another.
Towards luñ campaign.
Towards the campaign, what we campaign for.
te tamit ñiñ jël.
And the people we took,
waa Banjul lañ.
they are all from Banjul.
te tamit xëy na di am nañ few yoo xam ne dinañ ne fi qualification waaye ëpp doole bi am nañ qualification.
And I know maybe few of them do have qualification, but the rest of them, or many of them, don't have qualification.
Well, to be honest,
to you,
along the way, man gën naa am experience ne su doon tey du yéen du xewee noonu.
I can say that this is a lesson for me. Now I have an experience. Hadn't it is today, things will not go like that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Touray.
Mr. Touray.
Thank you for your honesty. We make mistakes or errors, we admit them. That is the most important. We hope. Yes, Chair, please proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Touray, on the issue of the auction of the, is it V8, Toyota or V6?
Nena motor bi auction motor bi na V8 na V6.
Anyway, V8 la one anyway, V8, wow.
Yes, there was an amount of $79,000 that was outstanding. What can you tell us about that? Because you said you were aware of your personal secretary having purchased the car, but you did not know whether it was by auction or not. And there was a balance of about 79,000. What can you tell us?
Nena legi parce que yow sa car wax nga ne moto bobu sa waay kii moo ko jëndoon nena waaye am loo njëg bi ñaata la nena waaye am na xaalis bi nga xam ne des na bi nga xam ne fay ñu ko mooy 79,000 nena xaalis boobu wax ñu naka la loolu xewee.
Madam Chia, man xawma nu mujjee demee de xam naa suñ demee laajte accounts department bi wala CEO bi dinañu si leeral.
Madam Chair, definitely I have no idea unless if I go back and I ask or the CEO is asked, he can be able to clear it out.
We will want you to provide us information.
Please
noted as to whether the entire amount was paid.
Okay.
Yes. And my further question is talking about assets of the council. What can you tell us about the leasing of Tanbi wetland to Sal Intertrade Company?
Lease lease
Sal Intertrade Company.
Entertain company. Lease.
Madam Chair, man lima feke council ñaari agreement of lease la won.
Madam Chair, what I found in council was that there was an agreement of lease.
Nigerian company.
With
Nigerian company.
One Nigerian company.
What is the name of the Nigerian?
Nigerian company, but we want to do.
Exactly.
Yes, Mr. Touray.
Momla said ni.
Sorry, excuse me, I'm just going to.
Nigerian investor la muna recall dal.
Nigerian investors, that's the only thing I can
recall the name of the company.
That is what I.
How much was it leased for?
Fatena figure bi why muje uta dem through sa anyway.
It did not go through, but I cannot remember the figure.
Why feke na lolu te lolu won council resolution la won.
I was present in that, and that was a council resolution.
Then who paid 350,000, 400,000, and 4 million respectively for leasing of part of the wetland.
350,000 and 1 million.
350,000,
350,000,
10,000,
10,000,
and 4 million respective.
and 4 million. Unless I check the
Please
records.
help us check which companies were leased, you understand, part of the wetland.
Nina sudul wetland tamit nga dal di ñu dimbalé ñata compagnie ñoo liison.
Man ñaari compagnie la fa xamone ñaari wa compagnie.
I only knew of 2 companies.
Yes, which ones are they?
Then ak ban ak ban?
Nandu ak Nigerian computer bi ni. Nigerian investors wa.
One Nandu company and this Nigerian investors.
Did Nando pay any money?
Nena Nandu nda fay nañ xaliss.
B.C.C.
Lima understand on Nandu doron na di fay affaire bu nekkon ciow.
Yes, what I can remember, they started paying and later it became a row. Muna ñata la won lañ fay?
Munuma xam fi ko bi.
I cannot
Is
tell
it
you.
not 2 million initially?
Nena mbadu 2 million bu ñu doré.
Mun na nekk de waaye munuma remember.
Okay, please note that and you get us information.
It may be
on that.
possible, I cannot be able to remember. Muna nga binde ko pour nga baña faale.
And what do you know about BY Consulting?
Nena lo xam suñu ñëwa BY Consulting.
Consulting, who also leased what part of the wetland,
Ki nga xam ne-
500 by 200.
Kok tamit list na wetland 500 by 200 meters.
No, munuma remember wo tamit.
No, I cannot remember
Okay,
that.
please help us check and provide us with the information.
Nena bobu tam nga binde ko so demé pour nga baña faate nga jappalé ñu pour mëna find out.
For that one, there was an inflow, just to help you remember.
Nena soy se mo
There was an inflow of $125,000,
Nena dafa nekkoon inflow bi nga xam ne $125,000.
but what was agreed was $150,000.
Nena waaye li nga xam ne loolu lañ d'accord mooy $150,000.
So you can help us find out what happened with that.
Nena lu mu jana bëgg léegi pour nga jàppale ñu nga find out pour nga jox ñu information.
Madam Chair, nekatuma council nak how many dem ma jot deadline or what
Yes, we will give you. We will give you.
Madam
an order.
Chair, I'm not with council. Nena waaw nañ la
Yes,
jox
we will give you an order for them to provide. you
dinañ la
the
jox war
information.
kaddu mooy order. Pour
Because
soo
as
demee
deputy mayor,
nena nekk nga deputy mayor.
some of these assets of council
Nena bagage yi nga xam ne ay bagage yi council
and the transactions there too,
ak ñoo xam ne transaction bi nga xam ne dox na foofu.
I believe that they must have gone through the council to give authorization.
Nena gom nga de ba yooyu noonu dem na jaar na si council pour ñu joxu digal.
lolo wara
And you are part of council.
lolo wara am wa
nekk nga xam ne bokk nga si
That is
council.
why I believe that you have an idea and you know.
Nena lii moo tax mu gom ne am nga fa ay te am nga xam-xam.
So if you request for the information, they should be in a position to provide it.
Nena kon soo demee ba laajte pour nga mën a am information nena ñooñu tamit dafa war pour ñu jox la ko.
So we will let the registrar give you an order for that.
Nena léegi suñ jógee fii dinañu wax registrar pour mu jox la order boobu.
jërëjëf.
Thank you ma.
Yes, they were Standard Chartered Bank
Nena soo demee Standard Chartered Bank
gave you people some money
nena daf leen joxoon yéen ay xaalis.
to be able to contract cleaners,
Nena pour ngeen mën a jot ay wala am ay cleaners.
and you use that money to pay wages.
Nena te xaalis boobu ngeen use ko pour fay wages yi mooy salaire wala fay wi.
But going through the records,
Nena waaye soo seetee soo toppee records yi mooy bukki lu fa binda.
you could see that those same wages
Nena da nga gis ne fay boobu bi nga xam ne boobu leen war a fay.
have been contained in the wages that the council paid on a monthly basis.
Nena boobu dafa feeñ si place bi nga xam ne wala council fay bi nga xam ne boobu lañ dee fay si weer bi.
So please help us provide information
Nena ba léegi de ñu ngi la dal pour nga jàppale ñu si information boobu.
whether there was segregation between the workers that were temporarily taken as cleaners.
Nena ndax dafa am segregation bi nga xam ne dox na seen diggante ak ñoo xam ne jël ngeen ko pour ñu
Which
nekk
funding
temporary
was
cleaners.
provided by Standard Chartered Bank.
Nena da nga gis ne loolu information bu dañ provide si Standard yu nga jógee si Standard Chartered Bank.
Whether they were not the same employees that were employed by the council to do the same work.
Nena mbaa nekkut ñoom ñeena ñi nga xam ne ñooñu la council jël pour ñu def liggéey bi.
All right, please note that.
Nena bindee ko pour nga bañ a fàtte.
Thank you, Council. You may proceed.
Nena jërëjëf.
Chair, that's all for this witness until he comes back.
Very well. Then I feel like I'm back here. Be careful being a ñëwaat.
Now, Council was talking about giving equal opportunities. Do you recall when Standard Chartered Bank again gave funds for the payment to Keba and Sons for 108 dustbins? Do you recall this?
Opportunity bi nga xam ne council wax na ko fii nee na mbaal mun ngaa delloo sa xel baak wala mun ngaa fàttaleku ne Standard Chartered Bank am na fond bi nga xam ne dañu ko joxoon foofu pour affaire Keba and Sons ngir mun a jënd foofu 180 dustbins.
No, mënuma ko fàttaleku.
No, I cannot be able to remember.
So please find out and let us know how much that Standard Chartered Bank gave and how much was paid to Keba and Sons for the 180 dustbins that were supposed to be stationed on Independence Drive alone.
Nena ba léegi tamit binde ko nga jàppale ñu pour nga mën a find out nga esi ñu xibaar bi ñaata la Standard Chartered bi joxe ak ndax xaalis boobu tamit yëpp dugal nañu ko si Keba and Sons pour jënd 180 dustbins yi nga xam ne si Independence Drive lañ ko war a teg. Very well, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Touray. And you could wait. The registrar will give you the orders so that you can take. And I'm going to amend the order that I have earlier given, that is to say you should produce this on or before the 10th. I just realized that the 10th is on Saturday, so
Very
it
well.
should be on or before the 12th. So we will give you the orders, and together with what I have requested you to provide for us.
Very well.
And that should be on Monday next week.
Dina léegi
Thank you so much.
soo fi jógee bul yaakaar te nga xaar Mr. Kamara registrar bi pour mu jox la order bi nga xam ne boobu moo lay jàppale Banjul pour nga jot li nga soxla si gars yi council dégg nga Mr. Kamara naa la ko jox.
Okay.
So yes, you can wait for Mr. Kamara.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Wow.
mu ne le tamit dafa joxe order mu ne on the 10th waaye boobu dafa fall si weekend mu ne léegi 12 la on Monday dégg nga daal di isi information bi. Thank you.
Council? Is that the last witness?
Yes, that's the last witness for the day.